The middle and high school years are tough on kids growing up in the United States, and tough on parents. When my middle schooler came home one day talking about marijuana, my ears twitched in his direction like a cat's. I tuned in quickly. What did he think about it? What was he learning at school? Did his friends use it? And what, if any, did the rebranding of marijuana as a medicine have on young people's views of the drug? Questions I had plenty, so my son and I started doing research. The plethora of information out there only added to my confusion. Some say this, some think that, some want this, some need that. I was a mom in a muddle about marijuana. This is a project to learn more about what kids in my town, northwest of Boston, think about marijuana. But first, a few facts. Marijuana is known by a number of names.
Weed. And weed. Hemp. And weed.
Ganja.
Ganja. And weed.
You kind of think of it just being called weed, huh?
And marijuana.
And marijuana?
It's also called
Mary Jane.
Do kids call it Mary Jane?
No.
So what's the most popular thing?
Weed.
Horses!
Horses? You're kidding me, right? Huh?
I think that's just at our school.
Marijuana is currently listed as a Schedule I drug on the United States Federal List of Controlled Substances. It keeps company with other drugs such as heroin and crack cocaine. By federal law, it's illegal.
Many disagree with marijuana's rank as a Schedule I drug with other highly dangerous substances. Methamphetamine, a highly addictive and damaging drug that affects the brain and central nervous system, is a Schedule II drug.
And I guess in that context, marijuana and alcohol, we always wanted to keep it in the right context. It is a drug. It is in the American society.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the dangers to it, the drunk driving and the habit forming and all that. But it is not the same category as these other drugs.
The U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, or DEA, says marijuana is a Schedule I drug for a reason. Quoting from their fact sheet, Schedule I drugs are classified as having a high potential for abuse, no currently accepted medical use and treatment in the United States, and a lack of accepted safety for use of the drug or other substance under medical supervision. Marinol, a synthetic version of THC, the active ingredient found in the marijuana plant, can be prescribed for the control of nausea and vomiting caused by chemotherapeutic agents used in the treatment of cancer and to stimulate appetite in AIDS patients. Marinol is a Schedule III substance under the Controlled Substances Act.
The DEA's marijuana fact sheet says although marijuana contains more than 400 chemicals in its makeup, THC is thought to be the principal ingredient that produces marijuana's psychoactive effect. Curiously, Marinol, a synthetically manufactured version of THC, is categorized as a Schedule III drug because of its currently accepted medical properties.
On the one hand, the DEA says marijuana, with its naturally occurring THC, has no medically accepted use. On the other hand, it says Marinol, a synthetic version of THC, does. If THC is the active ingredient approved for medical purposes, why is marijuana a Substance I drug? Movie documentaries presenting an anti-prohibition perspective are readily available on Netflix, and some are part of regular television programming, such as the History Channel.
On the West.
And the Union.
The Union, the business behind getting high. The true tale of American marijuana.
Documentaries, a number of pro-marijuana organizations, all with extensive social media networks, and new books on the subject are all out there proclaiming marijuana is not as dangerous as the DEA wants us to believe. In my town, not everyone thinks the anti-prohibition, pro-marijuana materials like those documentaries on Netflix are being served up for all to see.
The group of people who are very comfortable with marijuana and tout its health benefits are not in the mainstream media. So you can find their websites, but you have to actually go looking for it. It's not, you can't turn on BUR, you can't turn on the TV and see, hey, you should try this, it makes you more comfortable.
A 2010 study by a British health journal gave marijuana a rating of 20 out of 100 on their list of 20 most dangerous drugs, using indicators including injury, mortality, mental impairment, economic cost, and family adversities. Alcohol was at the top of their list. Alcohol is no longer prohibited in the United States and therefore not listed on the DEA's controlled substances list. Though it is now widely accepted that alcohol is a dangerous substance, the DEA's ranking has less to do with the danger of a substance than the degree to which it is illegal. If studies repeatedly show the high risk and dangers of alcohol abuse, why is alcohol not prohibited by law? For the same reasons, why is tobacco not prohibited?